Another one. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Good morning. I don't even know. What's good morning? What's going on, guys? Lawson here. Got good buddy Zeke. What a guy. He was just like prepping the boat, and I normally have to do this all by myself. It is day numero 1 of our 30-day challenge. If you know what the 30-day challenge is, it's something that I totally ripped off of Matt Streichel, where you film a video and upload a video for 30 days straight, and that's what we are gonna try to do here over the next 30 days. So get stoked, and you guys are excited for the 30-day challenge, let's go drop a like down below. The game plan for today to kick off the 30-day challenge, Zeke and I are gonna try to tackle some bridge donkeys and some bridge monsters. We got big giant setups that I'll show you later that I've never even talked about, and we're gonna drop some giant baits around some bridges and see what we can find. Looking for big giant snook, Goliath groupers, could be rays, sharks, whatever. I'm down for anything, it's a good time. I'm gonna drop Ezekiel into the water here, and we're gonna get going. So, I am not capable of helping myself. So Zeke and I are gonna throw some top waters around at first light, because if you have a chance to throw top waters, you just gotta. The tide's high, it's not moving yet, but it should start going out, and I think we could get on a pretty good top water bite. There's some bait getting hit right to the left of us already, and I would like to see Ezekiel whack something good on the top doggy. So we're gonna bum some walls and see what happens, and then back onto the bridge monster mission of we gotta catch some giant bait, and once we do that, everything's gravy, my friends. All's good. Oh. It's like a 2-pound cat. There's a mullet just pushing a stick around.
It looks like a stick.
Oh no, dude, it's a shrew. Oh my gosh. It's a baby mole.
What the heck?
Dude, grab the camera. Oh my gosh. Hey, buddy. Dude, Zeke and I were just cruising along these walls fishing, and I see like, or Zeke goes, what's that kicking around in the water? And I'm like, I think it's this mullet pushing a stick around. And it's a baby, it's either a shrew or a mole. Sorry, I'm not so good on my dirt animal knowledge. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. I think it's a mole. I don't want him to bite me. He's got some like gnarly little hands. Look at that. Dude. He's got a little, like, some chompers on him too. Like, I know the camera won't be able to focus on him because he's so little, but like his little teeth, like he's got little sharp teeth in there. Been crunching grubs and worms, dude. That is insane. Here, let's, I have a buff, and we'll dry him off. Poor guy, he's probably been in the water for a while, I imagine. He, what I would guess happens is living in one of these yards here along the seawalls, and just overnight they'll come to the surface to feed a little bit and chase like worms around or whatever. I don't really know what moles do all that often, but they come to the surface during the nighttime. And he probably just accidentally walked right off the wall. I mean, it's only a 6-inch walk from the grass to the wall, and he probably got lost. Well, I mean, there's no way saying where he came from, but we'll just put him in this yard that we're closest to. All right, we have dried little buddy off quite a bit. Probably one of the biggest like concerns with him that would kill him if something, I mean, that'd be horrifying if a jack or snook came up and ate him. It wouldn't surprise me though, dude. They are vicious fish. Like, he would have gotten eaten by something pretty soon. No telling how long he's been in there, but probably a bigger threat to him than that would have been hypothermia. Oh, there's a rabbit in this yard too. It's so funny, man. He's like literally trying to bite the crap out of me. Is that like the most interesting face you've ever seen in your entire life? All right, good buddy. Oh my gosh, that's so insane. He's like, I'm digging away, leave me alone. Dude, that was like the coolest thing ever. Bye, buddy. So, right now, Zeke and I are throwing the cast net trying to catch some horse mullet, and nothing yet, but let me show you what I just caught in the cast net. That is like the most ancient looking blue crab. Oh, hey doggy, I have ever seen there. Hey, why don't you grab onto that for me, bucko? You can't even get this in your claw. Come on. I have never seen a crab that has barnacles growing on his head. That is gnarly. All right, so Zeke and I have been throwing the cast net trying to catch some horse mullet, and I just caught a very, very large blue crab in the net there. He's gonna stay, and he might become bait for a monster Goliath grouper, because this is one of their main natural forages. I think a lot of people think that Goliath groupers are down there eating snapper and baby snook and baby redfish, and on the wrecks outside, they're eating all like the good stuff out there. The reality is they eat a ton of crabs and like maybe some lobster, and you know, when they're inside, they're eating the same thing that the snook are eating. Mullet, sand perch, maybe some crabs, maybe some shrimp. They're just an opportunistic predator, so when you drop down a jack or something like that, they'll eat it. You drop down a ladyfish, they'll eat it. And on the reefs outside, you know, when you're fighting a snapper, they might come up and nail it because it's just an opportunity. It's kind of like a shark will do the same thing. They're not normally feeding on that type of stuff. This is what they're normally feeding on. So, bucko is gonna come with us. This is one of the gnarliest, oldest blue crabs I've ever seen. I've never seen one that has barnacles growing on him. He must be an old boy. That's cool, man. Very cool. Zeke will pay you $10 to put your finger between one of these.
Not happening.
All right, Zeke and I have spent way too long catching bait, probably the past hour and a half, 2 hours to catch a handful of bait, but we have probably the most diverse live well that I've ever had in my entire life. We have in there right now a jack, a blue crab, mullet, like multiple mullet, and croaker as well. Is there anything else? And some sand perch. And some sand perch. We got it all covered. I will not be surprised if we whack a big snook today as well doing this. So let me show you the rig that we're throwing. I've had this for like 4 months, and I've probably used it in one single video when I was fishing for kingfish. This is a new setup right here. Accurate turn, just a big giant reel. This has a ton of drag, like 34 pounds, and has a 100-pound mono top shot of 80 yards of 100-pound monofilament, and then backing on it is 300 yards of 80-pound braid. There's a lot of line on here. So running just a 2-ounce 2-ounce egg sinker to a 10-aught circle hook right there that I've snelled onto there. In the past, when I tried to tackle some of these Goliath groupers, I've used my Saltiga, which was almost undergunned in the rod department. I think this might do a little bit better. The line's the right type of stuff we need. We are gonna hook up a mullet, I think, first drop, and see if we can tackle into a grouper. Batting down the drag on this thing. See what happens. Time to see if the big boy will cooperate and work out for us here. Sorry, buddy. This seems a little obnoxious. Dude, something already tried to whack the crap out of him. I was just sitting there and boom! That jack was like, get me out of that place. He might have just got knocked right there. Yeah, something just ate him. 100%. Oh, God! It broke me off. There must be so many rocks down there. That's a 100-pound mono. Gosh, he was instantly acting like something was chasing him, like jumped out of the water. Oh. Another one. Get out, get out, get out, get out. got him. It's gotta be a little one. Oh. Oh. Yeah. A year, what's doing? I know. If this is what the little one feels like, I can't. Oh my God. How is it possible that a fish this size fights that hard? Let me give a little science lesson for my friends who have not seen one of these before. This is a Goliath grouper, also nicknamed known as a Jewfish. It is in the grouper family, like your black grouper, your gag, your Nassau. These are a protected species of grouper because they were basically almost fished to extinction. And now they've been placed under heavy protection for a long time, and they've come back very, very well. And they're still closed to keep because Goliath groupers get upwards of 600 pounds. They are one of the biggest fish in like the world practically. And they take a long time to reach sexual maturity. I believe like could be 7 years. You can fact check me on that. But they take a long time to reach sexual maturity, so they don't breed super fast. So they take a while, and that's why they're still protected. And there is a rule on Goliath groupers that if they're over, the law states that you are allowed to remove juveniles from the water to unhook and take a photo of and release very quickly. Basically, it's like take them out, unhook them, snap a photo, put them back in. And that's what we're gonna do, because this is definitely a juvenile, considering these fish get upwards of 600 pounds. But what powerful fish. Not a good time to have your finger wrapped in some mono. There is our baby Goliath grouper right there. He's probably a 15 pounder, 20 pounder. These fish are absolute beasts and absolute dinosaurs as well. What a badass fish, man. All right, we're gonna release him and see if we can upgrade size and see if we can get Zeke on one. All right, we're gonna go for a release on Jimmy here. Oh, okay. I was trying to be like gentle and smooth with them, but we only had him out of the water for 30 seconds, unhook, snap a few photos and send him on his way, and he's ready to roll. Right now, we're gonna check our leader and whatnot and see if he frayed us up. That first fish that I hooked frayed easily 8 yards of leader. And this guy's clean as a whistle, so that's good. Zeke had to go to work, so I dropped him off at that bridge right there. My fiance came and picked him up, and I spent the past 2 hours sitting underneath this bridge trying to get my engine to work because it just, for random reason, would not turn on. And I've had so much trouble with my batteries and engines lately. I literally like feel so dehydrated, tired from just sitting out here in the sun for so long, but I just finally got to turn on start after screwing around with everything for a while. Let's go home. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed day 1 of the 30-day challenge. Super fun to get out there. Which is such a weird day. I mean, finding a mole in the water, finding that giant blue crab, catching Goliath groupers, even if they're little ones, it was still an awesome time. And then topping the day off with some good old-fashioned boat troubles and roasting out in the sun for like 3 hours. Still a good day regardless. I have so much excitement going forward into this 30-day challenge, and I hope you guys are stoked too about it. You should do me a big giant favor. Leave some video suggestions down below on videos you want to see during this 30-day challenge, and maybe we can knock them out because I need some ideas because we'll be doing a lot of fishing. Sometime soon during this next 30 days, we're definitely going to have to go try to tackle some more Goliath groupers and try to really buckle down on some big ones. They are just such powerful fish. It is insane. That's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That helps me out very greatly. Get stoked. Got lots of videos coming down the pipeline. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am. And tomorrow.